Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror after a fresh haircut and wondered why the woman staring back looks older than the one who walked into the salon? One of my clients, a vibrant 64-year-old woman named Sarah, felt that exact shock after spending $300 on what she thought was an age-defying bob. Just 3 weeks later, cashiers were giving her senior discounts she had never been offered before. As a stylist with 25 years behind the chair, I was stunned and honestly embarrassed because the cut itself was technically perfect, yet completely wrong for her. That moment showed me something frightening. Even the most talented stylists are unknowingly choosing bob styles that add 10 to 15 years to the faces of women over 60. After researching for months, speaking with age specialist stylists, and studying hundreds of transformations, I discovered that 3 of the most popular mature bob cuts are actually aging women dramatically. And today, I'm sharing the truth so you never waste money or confidence on the wrong cut again. The first bob cut that secretly adds years is what I call the jawline guillotine, a blunt bob that rests right at or slightly below the chin. Now, it may seem classic and elegant, but on a mature face, that harsh horizontal line becomes the enemy. As we get older, our faces naturally soften and lose a bit of youthful fullness. When you place a stiff, sharp cut directly across the jawline, it highlights every place where gravity has gently shifted the contours. Instead of lifting the face, it draws a bold underline beneath it, making your jaw and neck look more pronounced. I've seen women with this cut look lovely from behind, sleek, neat, graceful, only to turn around and reveal a hairstyle that ages them 10 to 15 years in an instant. Many stylists still recommend this bob, calling it timeless or age-appropriate. But that's the problem. It's a cut designed without considering how mature faces change. A strong horizontal line across an area already experiencing natural softening doesn't create freshness, it creates heaviness. And while the cut itself may be technically perfect, the effect on your appearance is anything but youthful. Now, before we jump into the second aging cut, let me tell you something most women never realize. 2 women can wear the exact same hairstyle, but one looks youthful while the other looks noticeably older. And the difference has nothing to do with genetics. It's all about proportion, softness, and how the lines of the haircut interact with a mature face. That's why this next bob is such a problem, and why so many women get stuck with it for years without understanding why they look older than they feel. The second cut aging women everywhere is the soccer mom pyramid, a heavily layered, graduated bob that builds a wide, rounded shape around the head. Many women choose this style hoping for more volume, but the layers often create the exact opposite effect. Instead of soft movement, they form a bulky triangle shape, wide at the bottom, flat at the crown, making the face appear fuller and heavier. Some women even tell me their grandkids asked if they were wearing a helmet. And honestly, that description isn't too far off. What makes this cut even more unflattering is how it interacts with mature hair texture. As we age, hair can become finer, drier, and less elastic. Heavy layers that once added bounce now collapse and lay flat, creating a wide silhouette that drags the face downward. And the maintenance? A nightmare. This style demands constant trimming, blow-drying, and styling products just to keep it from turning into a puffball by week 3. It's a cut that claims to be practical, but ends up being more work, financially and emotionally, than it's worth. The third aging bob is the one I see most often, and it breaks my heart because women choose it with the best intentions. I call it the retirement community special.
an ultra-short, pixie-adjacent bob that barely touches the earlobes. Many women believe that going shorter will make them look younger, but in reality, this cut removes every soft, flattering element that mature faces depend on. A very short bob exposes everything: the hairline, the jawline, the neck, and every natural change in skin texture. Younger influencers can pair this style with heavy filters, perfect lighting, and smooth skin, but real life doesn't offer those luxuries. When worn by women over 60, this cut can appear severe, sharp, and even a bit harsh. It removes the gentle framing that lifts the cheekbones and softens the face. Without any movement or length to balance features, the cut highlights every detail we'd prefer to soften. And the maintenance? You get about 2 good weeks before the grow-out turns uneven and messy, and suddenly it looks like you cut your hair with kitchen scissors. Many women end up visiting their stylist every 3 weeks just to keep it from exploding outward. This cut promises chic and youthful, but for most mature women, it delivers severe and aging.
Now, after hearing about these 3 cuts, you might feel like every hairstyle is a trap waiting to age you. But don't worry, there are bob styles that truly flatter women over 60, styles that lift the face, add softness, and highlight your best features. These next cuts are the ones I recommend every day in my salon because they take years off in the most natural, effortless way. Let's talk about the bobs that not only work with mature features, but make them shine. The first youthful option is the soft A-line bob, which offers a gentle forward angle, slightly shorter in the back and longer in the front, to subtly lift the face. Unlike the blunt bob that cuts across the jawline, this angled shape creates movement and draws the eye upward. The front pieces frame the cheeks beautifully, adding softness where mature faces sometimes need a little help. This cut is forgiving, elegant, and modern without being trendy. There's no harsh line, no heavy stacking, and no sharp geometry. It gives the illusion of a slimmer jawline and helps elongate the neck gently. And the best part? It works with many hair textures, whether your hair is naturally straight, slightly wavy, or even a little fine. The soft A-line also grows out gracefully, meaning you won't need constant salon visits just to keep the shape. It gives you sophistication without stiffness, the perfect middle ground between structure and softness. The second flattering choice is the textured lob, also known as the long bob. This is the sweet spot for mature women. Long enough to look soft and feminine, but short enough to remain stylish and manageable. The ideal length hits between the collarbone and the shoulders. Instead of heavy layers that collapse and widen the face, the textured lob uses subtle, airy layers that add movement without adding bulk. The result is youthful, modern, and incredibly forgiving. This style brings lightness around the face and allows natural texture, waves or slight bends, to shine through. The lob helps visually lengthen the neck, soften the jawline, and lift the cheekbones. It's also one of the easiest cuts to style, air-dry friendly, low maintenance, and flattering even on days you don't feel like doing much. Whether your hair is fine, thick, or somewhere in between, the textured lob brings back that youthful bounce without weighing you down.
The third youthful bob is the side-swept bob, a beautiful asymmetrical style where one side is slightly longer and the hair falls gently across the forehead or cheek. This style adds instant softness and creates a natural lifting effect. Asymmetry is incredibly flattering for mature faces because it breaks up straight lines and brings attention to the eyes instead of the jawline. The side-swept bob offers movement, elegance, and personality without feeling too trendy. It's modern but timeless. The angled side adds height at the crown and depth around the face, giving you a more youthful silhouette without trying too hard. This cut works especially well for women who want a polished look but still crave softness and ease. It's airy, feminine, and incredibly photogenic. And best of all, you can adapt the length to your liking. Shorter for a chic finish or longer for a graceful face-framing look.
The first styling secret is simple but powerful. Add volume at the crown. This is one of the most effective ways to make any bob look youthful and lifted. As we age, hair tends to flatten at the roots, which can make the face appear longer or heavier. A little lift at the crown instantly reverses that effect. It gives your hair the look of fullness and brings attention upward toward your eyes and cheekbones, where you want it most. You don't need anything complicated. A root-lifting spray and a round brush can work wonders. Even a gentle blow-dry with your head tipped forward adds natural height. This small adjustment creates a softer, more energetic silhouette, and it keeps your bob from collapsing into a shape that drags your features down. The second secret is to avoid pin-straight styling and choose soft waves instead. Ultra-straight hair can look sleek on younger women, but on mature hair, it often emphasizes thinning, dryness, or a softer jawline. Gentle waves, on the other hand, add movement in life. They soften the edges of the face, create dimension, and make the hair appear fuller. You don't need tight curls, just light bends or loose waves that look natural and effortless. Even twisting damp hair and letting it air dry can give you this effect. Waves bring back the sense of softness that helps women over 60 look refreshed, approachable, and beautifully feminine.
Tip number 3 is all about the right part. After 60, a deep side part is often far more flattering than a center part because it adds instant height, volume, and movement. A center part can emphasize symmetry, but as our faces naturally change over time, that symmetry can draw attention to areas we might not want highlighted. A side part, even a soft one, creates a youthful imbalance that lifts the eyes and cheekbones. It gives your bob a natural elegance and adds a fresh, modern feel without trying too hard. It also helps disguise thinning areas around the hairline, making the hair appear thicker and fuller. Whether your hair is straight, wavy, or somewhere in between, the strategic side part is a small adjustment with a big impact.
The fourth tip is all about embracing the hair you naturally have. Instead of forcing your hair into a style that works against its texture, let your natural pattern shine. If your hair has a little wave, encourage it. If it's naturally straight, let that smoothness work for you. Fighting your natural texture every day leads to frustration, damage, and often an aging effect because forced styles rarely look soft or effortless. When you work with your hair's natural movement, your bob looks healthier, fuller, and younger. Mature hair responds beautifully to gentle styling, and embracing its natural behavior brings out softness that no harsh product or intense heat tool can create. Think effortless, not forced. Think soft, not stiff.
Ladies, here's the truth. Your hair should be a source of confidence, not frustration. Those 3 aging bob cuts have been stealing years from women who deserve to feel vibrant and beautiful. But now, you have the knowledge to walk into any salon knowing exactly what works for your face, your texture, and your style. Remember Sarah, the client whose age-defying bob backfired? 6 months later, after choosing one of these flattering alternatives, she looked radiant again. People complimented her constantly, her confidence returned, and even those automatic senior discounts stopped. If this video helped you recognize mistakes you've been making or bad advice you've been given, I promise the next one will help even more. I'm revealing the 3 hair color mistakes aging you faster than any bad haircut, and the simple fixes that take 10 years off instantly. So hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share this with a friend who deserves to feel just as fabulous as you. Age is just a number. But your hairstyle? That's a choice. And choosing well can change everything.